Welcome back to BBLB. It's 11:42. And look what Breeze from Roll Deep knocked up. Look at Joe there. Doesn't she look beautiful? It's not bad. It's not bad. He's giving old Keith Lemon a run for his money. Yeah, still to come, Zig and Zag. Talk being the only gay in the village with Brian Dowling. But first, over to Emma. She could not be more excited. She's live in the Big Brother garden with all the news headlines.
Oh, I'm in the garden. Right, at 2:48 yesterday afternoon, Mario, JJ and Dave took part in the Taco Hell task, a Mexican eat-off that really heated up the house. If you're currently eating your breakfast, I suggest you push it to one side and maybe think about having it later.
It's not worth going through.
It's not worth that.
It is, Mario. It's a party for all of us. Stop.
Oh. You like spicy food?
Mario.
Water now, water. You'd have to travel all around the way to the bottom of England in a car.
Glory.
Come on, Mo, we said.
Come on, Molly.
Get it out.
Get it out, Mo.
Better roasting in, Mo, better roasting in. Well, I can do this.
I strongly suggest you don't try that at home because it didn't look like the love of God bubbling in Dave's belly to me. At 6:27 last night, Steve took it upon himself to make a few predictions about who was going to make it to the final, one of which was pretty controversial.
I don't say this very often, but I feel by the grace of God. Yeah. I don't know why I say that, but I feel by the grace of God, we, including me, you and Corinne, could well be sitting on that settee next week.
I don't think how the chat there.
No, I think you could be. No, I think you could.
I think it's going to be. I
don't normally get like that. Look, and I've got goosebumps.
If there's no John James in the final, I'll be one stunned mullet. Housemates were rewarded for Dave, JJ and Mario's heroic efforts in the Taco Hell task with a Mexican-themed party last night at 8:05. And as usual, it descended into chaos.
Word.
Oh no! Oh no! Textbook error.
Pull the bell back.
This is going to be so rigged.
That was Josie.
It seems like Dave's got some issues he needs to work there. Calm down, big man. If you want all the latest news, including a look at Sam's truly revolting party trick, then log on channel4.com/Big Brother. Now, though, it's over to George, who's feeling hot, hot, hot.
Here, Emma. So yesterday, Dave, JJ and Mario took part in a Mexican eat-off. JJ was the first to finish, although after a vomit or five, Dave and Mario also managed to clear their plates. To find out what all the fuss is about, I am now joined by a man who's so chili-obsessed, he even has his favourite brand of hot sauce tattooed on his arm. It's Darth Naga, everybody. Look at that.
Hello.
What's it say?
That's Who Dares Burns.
Who Dares Burns, everybody. Darth, can you tell us what it is that you do?
I'm a product reviewer for the Chili Foundry. I do chili reviews, sauces,
He's
things
the
like
big
that.
guy in the chili world, everybody, yeah? Where did you get your name from?
Actually, my girlfriend gave it to me because I'm a big Star Wars fan, and the Naga is my favourite pepper.
So you put those together. Darth Naga, love what you've done there. Do you think they cope well with the challenge?
I do, actually. I saw it last night. I mean, there was a little bit of vomiting, but generally...
Dave was doing quite a lot of vomiting, but
Yeah.
he managed to work out a good routine where he vomited and then went back in on the food. I was impressed.
It was quite like clear it out, put it back in, clear it out.
Have you ever vomited like that off the back of chili?
A few, once or twice, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, one time I ate some chili and then I needed to get it out of my system, so I went downstairs, vomited, passed out, woke up 20 minutes later naked with my clothes in a pile next to me.
Huh?
I don't know how it happened.
That's my kind of party, guys. That is my kind of party. In terms of fire, what's the hottest chili that you've personally got
I've
involved
personally,
with?
and there was a chili in the news back in April known as the Infinity Chili.
Yeah.
And in a pub
Did Darth go in on it?
Yep, I went in whole, videos on YouTube.
This
I
wasn't
ate
the
it
20
whole.
minutes naked in the bathroom story?
No.
Different time.
No video of that.
OK. If you had to compare our housemates' chilies, who would you say, which chili is most like Sam Pepper?
Sandpepper, he's very much like a habanero for the simple reason that you get an initial burn.
Okay.
You get an initial burn and then there's a proper niggly, annoying burn after that.
Right, OK, that's perfect for sandpepper then.
Yeah, exactly.
Which pepper would John James mostly like?
John James, well, he would be like the Naga.
Really? Your favourite then?
My favourite.
Yeah.
Simply because, he is my favourite in the house. He's very fiery, upfront, in your face, just like the Naga.
Right, OK, that's the Naga. What about Steve?
Steve, very much like a jalapeno.
OK.
Initial burn, but nothing.
Looks interesting and then just fades off.
Fades off, does nothing.
Yeah, that's Steve, all right.
So-
And then finally, Josie.
Josie, a good all-rounder. The bird's eye chili, simply because there's a nice punch of heat and it's a gentle, warm feeling
Oh, just
after
lingers
that.
with you. Nice find for Josie. Now, we want to know if you really are as fearless a chili consumer as you make out to be. So we've pitted you against Roll Deep's #1 chili man over here, J2K. We're going to have a Mexican chili off J2K. You're feeling confident?
Yeah, man.
I bet you're glad the boys picked you, eh?
Yeah.
OK, have you been drinking plenty of milk?
I had a sip. I had a couple sips.
Right, OK, and apparently the yoghurt's good too. Water's completely the wrong thing, by the way, guys. I can't believe we had them drinking water in the house. Are you ready, guys? When the klaxon sounds, I want you to get tucked into this. Here we go. Let's hit the buzzer. Start chomping, boys.
OK.
J2K's gone in on the burrito first. Don't try this at home, everybody. There's lots of chili in here. I tell you just how much chili, actually. In here, we've got chili flakes, 2 pots of, everybody. Lots of bird's eye chilies, 10 packs. Hot sauce, 4 bottles. How we doing, Jay? Oh, it's just kicked in. It just kicked in. Some Scotch bonnets. How we doing, Dart? That's pretty lively, isn't
That's
it?
really warm.
Huh?
Really warm.
Interesting that Darth went in on the chili con carne first. How you doing with the burrito, J2K?
It's chewy, man. I can't.
It's hot.
Can't swallow it.
All right, boys, you keep doing that rather than me. It's now over to the workshop for Zig and Zag, who are joined by a man who was voted Best Big Brother winner, not once, but twice, Mr. Brian Dowling. Look at J2K's all over the place.
Struggling.
Yes! 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 We like winners on this show, and not only has this man won Big Brother, he is Big Brother's favourite housemate ever.
Yes.
Ever.
It could get evil, folks. It's Brian Dowling!
Now, Brian, you were the winner of BB2.
I was, yes.
That was ages ago.
Long time ago.
What's it like being
Can I
back
just
in...
say that I was only this tall when Brian Dowling won Big Brother 2, and now I am this tall.
Yes!
When I won Big Brother 2, I was skinny too, so a lot changes.
You were voted the viewer's favourite Big Brother housemate of all time.
Yeah, I know.
Twice.
Twice, yeah.
What
Weird.
have you got that Nadia doesn't have?
Well, I just think I did the show 9 years ago when it was a bit more fun.
Right.
And I think it wasn't as intense. And I think it reminds people of a happier time.
Okay.
And plus, obviously, I'm a nice person, and people obviously liked me, which is good. So.
That's good.
They do, yeah.
Well,
Of course they
look,
do.
well, okay, you talk about fun. What were your favourite memories from your time in the house?
I kind of enjoyed nominating a little bit, which is probably weird.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
evil.
You know why? Because I was obviously,
Evil.
but I was obviously a lot younger.
Yeah.
And I think if I went back in now, I think I'd be a little bit more vicious with nominations. Because I used to say, "Ooh, I get on with someone else better."
Right.
Now I'd be like, "I really hate him. He needs to leave."
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? So I think I'd be, because I'm older now.
Yeah. Less tolerant, cut
Yeah.
to the chase.
Basically,
I
yes.
like it.
All right.
Yeah.
More
What was-
evil.
What was the worst thing that Big Brother made you do?
The worst thing they made me do. Oh, see, back in the day, I mean, our tasks were pretty easy.
Compared to nowadays.
We had to train a dog how to sit down. And we're like, it's a dog. What are we going to do? I don't know what to do.
Didn't like it when Josh arrived in the house.
I'm sorry, who?
Josh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
No, okay, let me set the record straight here with you two, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like him, not because he was a gay too.
Right.
That's because he was a gay is kind of partial of it.
Yeah. Okay.
But we just didn't get on.
Was it not that you just wanted to be the only gay in the village?
Well.
Yes. Is it true, though, that Little Britain's sketch was based on you and Josh?
That is true.
What?
Actually, it's actually based on me.
Wow!
I was lucky enough through two friends of mine to go for dinner with David Williams.
Yeah.
and he told me they had an idea of a gay character called David, and they weren't sure what to do with him. And then they watched me on Big Brother, and when Josh came in, I was like, but I'm the gay in the Big Brother house. This is so unfair. So I am David, the gay in the village.
What? Isn't that great?
How cool is that?
You've gone from Big Brother housemate to bona fide celebrity, right?
Right.
Now, who's the most famous person you have in your mobile phone?
I love this.
Tell us who.
Who is it?
Well, Kylie did call me once.
What?
Yes, that's true.
Minogue!
Kylie Minogue. Victoria Beckham's called me.
What?
Yeah, to do favours for them.
What?
Yeah, that's who I hang with now, guys.
That is so celebrity.
Come here, despite being so famous, you still hang out with Narinder.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. I tell you, no, you're being really mean because actually the best thing from the house, seriously, and this is shockingly, has been she's been a friend for life.
Do you fancy going back into the house then?
Do you know what? I've been asked this a lot recently.
Yeah.
And it would really kind of depend on who I'd be living with.
Oh, I hear you.
I can't imagine, because when I was in the house, people were relatively nice. And there's some people now that I probably want to suffocate while they sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
That would make a good show,
That
though.
would make a good show if I
Would be a good
murdered
show.
someone, yeah. Could be a
yeah.
secret task.
Okay, big question.
Oh,
Big one.
Who do you think is going to win this year?
Who is
Okay,
it?
you ready?
Who's it gonna
Yes.
be?
Now, previous winner.
Oh,
yes.
yes. Brian Downey,
Coming from a
previous
winner,
winner.
folks, this is
okay,
it.
here we go. Get a pencil and paper because you want to write this down.
Okay, here we go. Final three.
Yes.
John James. Josie.
Yeah.
Corin.
Oh,
Final two.
two.
Yep.
John James.
John James.
Josie.
Josie.
Winner.
Oh, tell us.
Josie.
Whoa!
You heard it
here, folks.
You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here first.
Yes,
I'm coming
indeed.
to get you. I'd love to say
Yeah.
that. I'm coming to get you.
Well, do you know, it's been absolutely brilliant to meet you, but it's time to say goodbye to the only gay in the prop room.
Have a look around, babe.
Yeah, right.
There's loads of us here. You know.
It's Brian Dowling, everyone. Woo!
Brian!
What kind of favours would Victoria Beckham be asking of Brian Dowling? That's what I want to know. Let me tell you, Darth Naga is not playing around here.
You're really not, are you?
J2K just looked round and he was like, hang on a minute, this is a fix. Someone's taking away the food. Darth, you are putting it back.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
I
Really
think
hot.
you've just moved stuff around your plate.
I'm on the
not
ropes.
really.
Now, do you know what it is? I've tasted everything. I've tried it all.
Yeah.
But it's killing me, man.
How's the chilies? The chili con carne's the sick one, isn't it?
That's the madness, right?
Chili
there.
con carne's insane.
Really? You've got a bit of a face sweat going on
Yeah,
now, Darth.
major.
Yeah, good. Well, you've not broken out into a sweat yet, J2K. You
No,
must be
because
doing
I've
all
just
right.
got to pace it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's taking his time, guys. He is absolutely taking his time.
Right, after the break, I'll be fighting for my 7th BBLB rosette in that game show thing, and Lucy Jones will be joining us. Make sure you do too.